Have you ever noticed that nothing is wrong, yet your mind refuses to relax? No emergency, no bad news, no real danger. And yet, your heart feels heavy. Your thoughts won't stop. Your body stays tense. You replay conversations. You imagine problems. You prepare for disasters that never happen. Most people call this anxiety. But what if it's something else? What if your brain has quietly become addicted to stress? It sounds impossible. Stress feels terrible. So why would your brain keep creating it? Because your brain was never designed to make you happy. It was designed to keep you alive. Thousands of years ago, survival belonged to the people who expected danger first. Every strange sound, every shadow, every unfamiliar face, their brains learned one lesson: stay alert, or you might not survive. That ancient system still controls your mind today. The problem is, the world changed, your brain didn't. Today's predators aren't animals, they're deadlines, notifications, money, comparison, uncertainty. Your brain reacts to them exactly the same way. Little by little, stress stops feeling like an emergency. It becomes your comfort zone. And that's where the real problem begins. Because once your brain feels safe inside stress, peace starts feeling dangerous. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your mind keeps creating problems even when your life is finally becoming peaceful. Your brain has one job: keep you alive, not make you happy, not make you successful. Simply, keep you alive. To do that, it constantly asks one question: what should I be worried about next? For thousands of years, that question saved lives. Danger appeared, your brain reacted. The danger disappeared, your body relaxed. The cycle ended. Modern life works differently. The danger never seems to end. One stressful email, another notification, another bill, another headline, another comparison. Your nervous system never gets the signal that it's finally safe. Over time, your brain adapts. The amygdala, the part responsible for detecting danger, becomes more active. Stress hormones are released faster. Your body enters survival mode more easily than before. Eventually, your brain stops waiting for danger. It begins expecting it. And after enough repetition, it starts creating it. Not because it wants you to suffer, because stress has become familiar. And to your brain, familiar usually feels safer than the unknown. That's why the first sign surprises almost everyone. Have you ever sat down with absolutely nothing to do and somehow felt uncomfortable? You tell yourself, I should be doing something. I forgot something. I'm wasting time. So you grab your phone, you check your emails, you start another task. Not because you have to, because staying busy feels safer than sitting still. This isn't laziness, and it isn't discipline, it's survival mode. Your brain has spent so long expecting the next problem that peace now feels unfamiliar. When your nervous system doesn't recognize calm, it starts searching for danger just to feel normal again. That's why relaxing feels difficult. Not because you're bad at resting, because your brain has forgotten what real safety feels like. And that's only the beginning. The second sign is even harder to notice. Have you ever finished everything and still felt like you should be doing more? You check your phone again. You answer emails that can wait. You make another list. You find another task. Not because it's important, because slowing down feels uncomfortable. Your brain has learned that staying busy means staying safe. As long as you're solving problems, it believes you're in control. The moment you stop, your nervous system starts looking for another reason to stay alert. That's why some people feel guilty for resting. They aren't addicted to work, they're addicted to the feeling of surviving. Stress has become their normal. Without pressure, they don't feel peaceful, they feel exposed. And that's when the brain does something even stranger. It starts creating problems before they even exist.
Have you ever imagined a conversation that never happened, or convinced yourself someone was disappointed in you without any proof? This isn't just overthinking, it's prediction. Your brain hates uncertainty. Whenever information is missing, it fills in the blanks, usually with the worst possible outcome. A delayed reply becomes rejection. A serious expression becomes bad news. A small mistake becomes failure. Your body reacts as if those imagined threats are real. Your heart beats faster. Your muscles tighten. Stress hormones are released, even though nothing has actually happened. The more often this cycle repeats, the stronger it becomes. Soon, your brain stops waiting for danger. It starts creating it. And after enough time, constant worry begins to feel completely normal. But the next sign is the one that traps people for years. This may be the strangest sign of all. The moment life finally becomes peaceful, your brain doesn't relax. It becomes suspicious. Nothing is wrong. Everything is finally okay. And yet, part of you keeps waiting, waiting for bad news, waiting for another problem, waiting for something to fall apart. Why? Because your nervous system has spent so long living in survival mode that peace no longer feels familiar. Stress became your routine. Calm became the unknown. And to your brain, the unknown always feels risky. So it starts searching. It finds tiny mistakes, small worries, imaginary problems. Not because your life is getting worse, because your brain doesn't yet believe that it's finally safe. And if this continues long enough, it changes something even deeper. It changes the way you see yourself. Perhaps the saddest part is this. After living with stress for so long, you forget what safety feels like. Not temporary comfort, real safety. The feeling that nothing needs to be fixed, nothing needs to be earned, nothing is about to go wrong. For most people, that feeling slowly disappears. Anxiety becomes normal. Peace becomes unfamiliar. You start believing, this is just who I am. I've always been anxious. I can't change. But that's not the truth. Your brain wasn't born this way. It adapted. It learned that expecting danger was the safest way to survive. And if your brain could learn that, it can learn something new. It can learn that peace is safe, that calm is not weakness, that you don't have to spend every day preparing for a future that may never come. And that's where real healing begins. The goal isn't to remove stress from your life. That's impossible. Stress will always exist. The real goal is teaching your brain that not every moment is a threat. That begins with small moments of safety. Put your phone away without checking it again. Take a walk without filling every second with noise. Breathe slowly and let your body notice that nothing bad is happening. Spend time with people who make you feel calm instead of constantly alert. Get enough sleep. Slow down. Be present. Little by little, your brain collects new evidence. I'm safe. Nothing bad happened. I don't have to stay on guard. This is how your nervous system changes, not through one perfect day, but through hundreds of quiet moments that slowly teach your brain a new way to live. If this video felt personal, it doesn't mean you're broken. It means your brain has been trying to protect you for much longer than you ever realized. Your anxiety isn't proof that you're weak. It's proof that your survival system never learned when the danger was over. The beautiful part is this. The same brain that learned constant stress can learn peace again. One quiet moment, one new habit, one day at a time. If you recognized yourself in these signs, leave a comment below and tell us which one felt the most familiar. You might discover you're far from the only person living this way. Subscribe to Noak's Mind for more psychology videos that help you understand your mind on a deeper level. Because sometimes the biggest breakthrough doesn't happen when your life changes. It happens when you finally understand why your brain became this way.